the motherfucking deal, YouTube. This your boy, I am Dante 4BG. Please comment, like, and subscribe on this video. I thank you guys for always supporting the channel. I thank you guys, like I say, for tuning in to the live streams. I thank you guys for really being there for me. We 12 subs away from 3.9K. Again, I have not grinded my channel out in a while. Now I'm grinding the channel out, and we 12 subs away from 3.9K. Let's get there. That's the goal, 3.9K. And then, like I say, 4K will come around soon. So I want to give a big shout out to my boo, my baby. Shout out to you, boo. I love you. Shout out to my best friend, Ashley Nicole Nelson. Shout out to my 4BG family, the 4BG gang. Shout out to all the members that support my channel. Shout out to my Uncle Mark. Shout out to my Uncle Red. Shout out to my Aunt Brandy. Everybody that support my channel. And again, a special shout out to my boy CG Ruthless Sports. Shout out to you, my brother. A great, wonderful podcast that we had, man, talking about football. And like I say, we got to connect one more again throughout the season and the off season during the draft process too. Shout out to my boy Steven Rose again. Shout out to y'all. Honored to be on the podcast. Always welcome. Y'all got it. All y'all got to do is hit me up on Instagram. Grandma, I'll be there. Or whatever y'all got going on live stream, I'll support. But shout out to y'all boys for having me on the streams, man. Big shout out to y'all. Y'all guys got many more shout outs to come. Y'all deserve my respect. Big shout out to y'all, man. Let's get right into this video, man. This video basically on the Rockets' struggles this season. And like I say, they got a lot of cap space. They got a lot of draft picks. Like I say, if they want to turn them into, kind of all-star players, they got that mobility to do that with the draft picks they collected. Raphael Stone has, like I say, done a heck of a job of, collecting draft picks and stuff like this. Like I say, really this kind of team here right here has been kind of competitive. They have not been able to finish games. They win a lot of close games, but just not against... like I say, they have not been able to finish the Phoenix Suns games. The Phoenix Suns game, they were down by much as 27. They were able to fight back and come back and almost won the game. They got down by 5, and then Devin Booker and Chris Paul happened. The other Phoenix Suns game when the Rockets basically took the lead in the fourth quarter, basically, and then Devin Booker comes right back off the bench. He gets hot again. The game against the Pacers almost come back, but too little, too late. Like I say, multiple games the Rockets could have came back in and won, but this team fight hard. Whatever circumstances, they fight hard. And like I say, I still think Coach Stephen Silas is going to be a good coach. During the James Harden shenanigans early in the season, Christian Wood, the Rockets was 11-11 when Christian Wood went down. They lost 20 straight games. Like I say, Christian Wood is the Rockets MVP so far this year. The man played 33 games, averaged 21 points, 9 rebounds, 6'10", 241. He just need to add a little bit more muscle because he tend to get bullied a lot inside the paint. He's small, but his arm length, his strength, his arm length, and like I say, this guy is very long, so he's only been in the league 4 years, so Christian Wood is still young. And like I say, those games against the Detroit Pistons, when he was with the Detroit Pistons, the Rockets the only one that took a chance on him and have faith in him. And Christian Wood is going to be a stud in this league, man. I'm telling you, 6'10", step outside, shoot, put the ball on the floor a little bit. Creates a lot of mismatches for a lot of teams and a lot of posing small forwards. So Christian Wood, so far, is the Rockets MVP in 33 games that he has played. Most of those games, got injured, especially the Memphis Grizzlies game when he kind of turned his ankle. When he turned his ankle, because he had turned it previously against the Phoenix Suns, and he came back. He was still able to drop 20 points in that game. But then again, he came back against Memphis. The Rockets was 11-11 at that point of time. He heard it again, and then after that, the Rockets lost 20 straight games since he's been out. Now he just coming back, just getting acclimated. Like I say again, John Wall. Everybody wants to say he's washed up, but John Wall's only 28 years old. I disagree with the people that said he's washed up, because the guy's averaging 20 points, 20.6 points a game, and he's averaging damn near 7 assists, 6.8 assists. I know that's kind of low for what he normally averaged, but he haven't played ball in 2 years. So you're gonna mean to tell me this guy doesn't have it no more? His shot improved this year. He's shooting about, I believe, about 33% from the three. That's by far his highest average from three. So like I say, 37 games. He's been hurt a lot this year. He's been on the floor playing hard. The man averaged 20.6. He's been out nearly 2 years. He's been out 2 years and come back to average 20.6 rebounds, 20.6 points per game, and 7 assists. That's pretty damn good. John Wall will be here next year. I don't think the Rockets will make a move on him next year. I believe he needs to stay. He needs to stay because that veteran leadership, and like I said, I just think the Rockets need to keep him and Christian Wood together. Like I say again, the Rockets, the record maybe indicate this team is a bad team, but if you look at the Rockets games, like I say, they get out the terrible starts, they fight back, but then again they can't finish. And when Christian Wood was out, John Wall was tearing it up. So like I say, hey, the Rockets, they get a good draft. They get a good draft pick, top 3 draft pick, and they just need to have a good blast in free agency, pretty much a little bit. Or what if those draft picks turns into trades? We'll see what happens. But like I say, the Rockets have the worst record in the NBA. Like I said, but this team could be something good next year. They can be an average playoff team next year. So we'll see. Like I say, too many injuries to overcome. I think you move on from Eric Gordon if you're the Rockets fan. If you're a Rockets GM, you move on from him. He gets hurt too much. Dante Exum, he hasn't played all year, so you move on from him. Kevin Porter Jr. for the Houston Rockets. He's going to be a stud. Average 15.6 assists. Like I say, he tends to give up a lot when stuff don't go his way, when he don't make shots or when he don't make those easy layups. But Kevin Porter Jr. is going to be a good stud in this league, man. He's only 20 years old. He's got a lot to learn. And Kevin Porter Jr., since he been called up to play for the Houston Rockets, that's pretty much a steal. You get him for a second-round pick. That's pretty much a steal for the Rockets. Kevin Porter Jr., 19 games, 15 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists a game. And that's not bad, man. That's not bad. Kevin Porter Jr. is going to be a bright future star in this league, man. Kelly Olynyk, he's been lighting it up ever since he's been part of the Houston Rockets. Whether if he's a free agent this year or next year, free agent this year, the Rockets need to consider bringing him back. Bring Kelly Olynyk back. Shoot, been playing great defense for the Houston Rockets. Moving, passing the ball very well. Kelly Olynyk stretching the floor, cutting to the basket. Got a pretty good inside post game well too. But Kelly Olynyk has done the right things with the Houston Rockets since he came with the Houston Rockets. I think the Rockets should bring Kelly Olynyk back next year. They should bring him back. Jayshawn Tate, averaging 11 points, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists, man. Jayshawn Tate is that stud. He's that dog. He's basically a younger P.J. Tucker for Jayshawn Tate. He didn't play last year. He played overseas. He used to play for Ohio State. His shooting is very much improved for Jayshawn Tate. He's starting to become a knockdown shooter. He's physical on defense. He has no problem taking a challenge. And Jayshawn Tate, I'm just impressed with Jayshawn Tate the way he's played all year long, man. Jayshawn Tate has been magnificent. David Nwaba is having his best season of his career. Finally got a shot, but then David Nwaba is hurt. Before he got hurt, he was averaging 9 points and 4 rebounds. David Nwaba is definitely definitely gets a go for next year. Defense, perimeter defense, being able to get up in an opponent's face and, like I say, and make you work for everything. Like I say, he should definitely get a comeback next year. I mean, and so, like I say, the Rockets been rattled by injury. Same thing like the Texans. Astros, every Houston team, you get rattled by injury. They rattle by injury. They're injury hidden. DJ Wilson, so he's been very good. His minutes been inconsistent, kind of in and out. Like I say, if the Rockets want to bring him back, I wouldn't be mad at that. Rockets are rebuilding. Like I said, the Rockets are very much rebuilding. Eric Gordon, I think you kind of move on from Eric Gordon. Daniel House, I think you just move on from Daniel House. You can move on from him. Kenyon Martin Jr. is a stud, man. He's going to be a defensive rim protector. He's going to be a great rim protector. And also, man, Kenyon Martin Jr., 6.7 points per game, 4 rebounds. Kevin Porter Jr. has blocked almost every 7-foot big man in this league. I've been very impressed with Kevin Porter Jr. Dante Exum, let him walk. Sterling Brown, I think Sterling Brown, you bring Sterling Brown back next year if he's on a 1-year deal. I don't know if he's on a 1-year deal or a 2-year deal, but you definitely bring him back. He's lighting it up from 3-pointer, 8 points a game. Bet he finally got a shot, and I'm glad he's got a shot here in Houston, man. I've been very impressed with, like I say, Sterling Brown for this year. Amani Brooks, the kind of the rookie out of University of Houston, a great sharpshooter. Great sharpshooter. He's going to be around for a while. Avery Bradley, I'll move him on. I'll move on. I don't want Avery Bradley. At least the Rockets bring him back. I won't be upset, but I wouldn't want Avery Bradley. Now, DJ Augustine is interesting. Since he came to Houston, DJ Augustine has been playing some very good basketball, man. I've been very impressed with a lot of these players. A lot of these players having their best season with Houston, to be honest with you. But like I say, the Rockets are the worst team in the NBA. They're 13-42, I believe. That's the record. They're not the worst. I wouldn't say the worst team, but the worst record. That's what I would say. The worst record in the NBA. That's what I would say. Like I say, we don't make open shots when we need to. When we don't make open shots, we're not good on defense. When we're making open shots, we're very good on defense. And like I say, Rockets, if they can stay healthy next year, they can be probably an interesting team to watch. Like I say, with John Wall leadership, and you kind of bring back Kelly Olynyk, and you have a kind of a very good offseason, and depend on the player in the draft you get, Rockets should be like I say, in a play-in game team or AFC the playoff team. But like I say, other than that, diehard Rockets fan, always be a Rockets fan for the rest of my life until the day I die. Like I say, comment, like, and subscribe what you think about this Rockets season. Like I say, man, the Rockets season has been a disappointing season due to James Harden shenanigans. Then you get Christian Wood hurt. You lose the 20 games in a row before you finally win one against the Toronto Raptors. But you got a lot of you definitely got a bright future with Kenyon Martin Jr., Kevin Porter, KPJ, John Wall being a leader. Christian Wood, you definitely got a bright future if you're the Houston Rockets. And Raphael Stone has done a heck of a job collecting draft picks and just going into the rebuild mode pretty much. Coach Steven Tyler, I think he's going to be a very good coach in this league. So comment, like, and subscribe on this video. Give me y'all guys' thoughts in the comment section if you're a Rockets fan. Again, big shout out to my boy Steven Rose and my boy CG Roof Sports. Big shout out to y'all guys. Thank you guys so much. I love you guys. I am out. Much love. Peace.